Hello, this is Sue Pine from Serenities Now. Welcome to Tools for a Peaceful Life. It's a little bit different look today. I am in Sandy, Utah. I usually go live at 3 o'clock, so might be a minute or so early, but I wanted to share my trip here and just kind of give you a little bit of information, what I'm here for, that kind of stuff. But let's just start with the trip. I started my trip with a text message that my flight was canceled. I guess Southwest had some network issues on Monday and Tuesday that were pretty severe. So I'm thinking, that's not a good thing. But one of the tools for a peaceful life is to keep a positive attitude. So I read what it said to do. I spent multiple attempts trying to log into the app because it was so busy with all the stuff that was going on, but I finally did, and I found a flight that left maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes later than my original flight. Only this one went through Midway, where the other one went through Nashville. And I prefer Midway. So I guess that was good thing number one. So I got all the way through and I went to save it and an error occurred. So I'm like, okay, be positive, be positive. So went back out, played around with it quite a bit. It finally took it and and there was no charge. But I went from, if you ever fly Southwest, the boarding positions are really important. And I went from A11 to C36. Well, that's only an hour flight. I just take a middle seat, no big deal, right? So I did. I got to the airport. I had to get up at 3 a.m. to get to the airport. So I got to the airport around 5-ish because my flight was at 7:20. Now that seems like a lot of time, right? But I didn't think about how all of the stuff that happened for Southwest yesterday and the day before affected what they were doing today. So I spent well over an hour trying to drop my bag off. It had already been checked, it had already been tagged. And then I went to security and spent almost half hour, 45 minutes trying to get through the line, got through the line and set off the alarm. So I don't know why, but this just happens sometimes. So it's around 7-ish, and my flight leaves at 7:20. So I get as quick as I can down to the gate, and lo and behold, it's time for me to board. So, positive outcome because I didn't have to wait. I didn't have to look for somewhere to sit. I didn't have to worry about all that social distancing, things like that. So that was good. I get on the plane, and we're on our way to Midway, and I get a text that the Midway flight is delayed. No big deal. No big deal. Right? I get off the plane thinking I have plenty of time because it's, from my house or from my airport to Midway, it's a really fast flight. You leave at 7:20 my time. You get it there at 7:10 their time. So I get off, and since I had that text, I figured no big deal. I'll take my time. So I run to the restroom. I dig out my phone. I pull out my phone to, see what I needed to do. And I have a text that says, my flight has now been moved up. So I look at the board, and it's boarding, in 39 minutes. It's like, whoa, am I glad that I checked that text. So I went over and got some coffee because I hadn't had any. And, I like coffee. It's good stuff. I don't absolutely need it, but it sure is helpful for me on a day like this day. And as the guy hands me the coffee, the lid's not on, and it spills all over, makes a mess. And it could have been a disaster, but I grabbed my lavender oil, put it on my hand. It's a little sensitive, but not bad. The guy gave me another cup of coffee, and I went on my way in time to wait just a couple minutes to board the plane. So we board, everything's on time, and they shut the door. And then I hear the little command about, you know how they have the talk that they talk airline talk. Well, said a phrase that meant they were opening the doors again. And we sat there for another half hour. And then the captain came on and said, "Sorry for the delay, folks. We had a lot of things going on yesterday, and we weren't able to get everything recorded the way it needed to be. So right now we're just checking because we need to make sure we have the fuel to get to Salt Lake City." Well, I guess I'm thankful for that. And so we waited a little longer. We got in a little later. But you know what? I ended up still getting in about the same time as my original flight. Um, I got my baggage, went out and found a lift. It was 1 minute until the lift showed up and drove me to my hotel here. I got some keys to the room. They gave me an upgrade, which was nice. And when I got upstairs, keys don't work. So fortunately, there was a man cleaning the room next door, and I showed him my keys and he let me in. So I am just freshly in the room, and I am thankful for my trip. And if you look at every little thing that kind of went wrong, there was something else that really went right. So I guess my tip for you for a peaceful life today is, no matter what, find the positive, and more positive will come to you. That was my day today. And it's still early. I have plenty of time to enjoy Sandy, Utah. And let me tell you, it's beautiful here. And it's just a great day. Much gratitude for all of you that are watching, anybody catching the replay. Thanks. And I hope that your day ends up as great as mine, if not better. Just remember, positivity is a wonderful tool for a more peaceful life. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.